Okay, class, we're starting section 1.3, which is adding and subtracting whole numbers and perimeter. Okay, it says to add whole numbers, we add the digits in the ones place, then the tens place, then the hundreds place, and so on. For example, let's add 2,236 plus 160. Okay, now, if you notice here, we have all the values lined up according to their place value. We have the ones place, 10 place, hundreds place, and the thousands place. 6 plus 0 is 6, 3 plus 6 is 9, 2 plus 1 is 3, and we bring down our 2. So we added all of our place values. Now, when the sum of digits and corresponding place values is more than 9, carrying is necessary. For example, to add 19 plus 3, add the ones place digits first. So, we will add the 9 and the 3. We know 9 plus 3 is 12. We bring down our 2, carry our 1. Now we have 1 plus 1, which is 2. So our final answer is 22. Now let's apply this. We will go to example set A. We're going to add these values. These are lined up according to their place value. 6 plus 3 is 9. 4 plus 1 is 5. And we don't have any value in the hundreds place except for the 7. So we bring that down. So our final answer here is 759. Now we go to number 2. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry our 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 3 is 11. And we bring down our 1 and carry our 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So our final answer here is 814. Now we scroll down. It says we need to review the following addition properties, which lets us know that adding in whatever order will give us the same result. The addition property is 0. The sum of 0 and any number is that number. For example, 7 plus 0 is 7, and 0 plus 7 is 7. Next, notice that we can add any two whole numbers in any order and the sum is the same. For example, 4 plus 5 is 9, and 5 plus 4 is 9. We call this special property of addition the commutative property of addition. Now, we already went over the definition of the commutative property of addition. This is just a more formalized definition, but it basically means the same. You could, if it's all addition, whatever order you add in, you would get the same answer. Now, the associative property is basically like the commutative property, except for we're dealing with parentheses. We're dealing with shifting the parentheses. If it's all addition and we shift the parentheses, your answer still should be the same. So 2 plus the parenthesis 3 plus 5 will give you 2 plus 8, which is 10. We shift the parentheses to go around the 2 and the 3. So that'll be 2 plus 3 was 5, plus 5 is 10. So it works. Now we scroll to the next page. Now we come to subtracting whole numbers. Just like addition, we have to line these up according to their place values. So we have the ones, the tens, and the hundreds. 3 minus 2 is 1, 9 minus 5 is 4, and we bring down our 8 since that's the only value we have in the hundreds place. Now let's subtract here. 6 minus 5 is 1, 7 minus 3 is 4, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So it's 341. Now we go to number 2. 6 minus 5 is 1, 5 minus 4 is 1, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So our answer here is 311. Now, subtracting by borrowing. When subtracting vertically, if a digit in the second number is larger than the corresponding digit in the first number, borrowing is necessary. Let's take a look at the following problems. Now, if we look here, we know we cannot subtract 7 from 6. So we need to go to the next place value, which is the 5, and borrow 1 from this 5. And this 6 will become 16. So 16 minus 7 is 9. 1, actually this is supposed to be 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So your answer here is 309. Now we go here to number 2. Now number 2, I'm going to write out because I need a little bit more room than what that problem is affording me. So now we cannot subtract 8 from 0, but we cannot borrow from 0 either. So we have to borrow from this 7. That 7 becomes a 6, and this 0 becomes a 10. Now we can borrow from 10. We can borrow 1 from 10, which gives us 9, and this 0 would become 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6, and 6 minus 2 is 4. So your answer here is 462. And that is for problem 2. Now, here are a couple of important properties of 0 for subtraction. The difference of any number and that same number is 0. For example, 11 minus 11 is 0. So you could say a number minus itself is 0. The difference of any number and 0 is that same number. For example, 45 minus 0 is 45. So any number minus 0 is that number. Now we have section C. A polygon can be described as a flat figure formed by line segments connected at their ends, such as triangles, squares, and rectangles. The perimeter of a polygon is the distance around the polygon. Okay, now we want to find the perimeter of the polygon. So now if we look here at these sides, this is a rectangle. We know opposite sides are the same. So this side being 5 inches means this side is 5 inches. This side being 2 inches means this side is 2 inches. Now we can add them off to the side. We could take 5 plus 2, which is 7, plus 2, which is 9, plus 5, which is 14. So we added all of these sides, and our perimeter is 14 inches. Now we go here to number 2. All sides are listed, so what we do is we add those sides. We have 6, 6, and 9. So we have 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 9 is 21. So our final answer is the perimeter is 21, and we must put the units of measure, which is centimeters. Now we scroll down. We have section D, solving problems by adding or subtracting. Now we have a few key words here that you would need to look over at your leisure that will tell you when to add and when to subtract and which way you should do it. Like for instance, if we look here at decrease by, 7 decreased by 5 is 7 minus 5. But when we look at subtracted from, 9 subtracted from 12, we put the second number first minus the first number. So you have to be very conscious of that. Now, with example set D, it says 6 is subtracted from 40. So we know it's 40 minus 6, which gives us 34. Now we could have went over to the side and subtracted. We know we cannot subtract 6 from 0. So we need to borrow 1 from 4, which will make this 3, and the 0 would be 10. 10 minus 6 is 4, and we bring down our 3. So our answer here is 34. Now it says 16 increased by 30. So 16 increased by means addition. So it'll be 16 plus 30. So we can add this. We can go off to the side and take 16 plus 30. 6 plus 0 is 6, and 1 plus 3 is 4. So our final answer here is 46. Now we come here to number 3. The radius of Uranus is 15,759 miles. The radius of Neptune is 458 miles less than the radius of Uranus. What is the radius of Neptune? So we would have to take Uranus radius, which is 15,759, and we will subtract 458. 9 minus 8 is 1, 5 minus 5 is 0, 7 minus 4 is 3, And we could bring down our 15 here because there's nothing subtracting them. So our answer here is 15,301 miles is the radius of Neptune. Now, that was section 1.3. Now we can go ahead and do section 1.4, rounding and estimating. Section 8, rounding whole numbers. Rounding a whole number means approximating it. A rounded whole number is often easier to use, understand, and remember than the precise whole number. Here are the steps to rounding whole numbers. We have step 1, locate the digit to the right of the given place value. Step 2, if this digit is 5 or greater, add 1 to the digit in the given place value and replace each digit to its right by 0. And step 3, if this digit is less than 5, replace it in each digit to its right by 0. Okay, now we have example set A, round 658 to the nearest 10. So 5 is in the tens place. We look to the right of that. That's 5 or more, so we add 1 to the 5, and our answer here would be 660. Now number 2, it says round 358,473 to the nearest 1,000. 8 is in the thousands place. We look to the right of it. This is less than 5, so our answer would be 358,000. Now, number 3, it says round 328,769 to the nearest 100. 7 is in the hundreds place, but we look to the right of it, and that's 5 or greater, which is 6. So it'll be 328,800. Now we look here at number 4. It says round each number to the nearest 100 to find an estimated sum or difference. So when we round this to the nearest 100, 356 rounded to the nearest 100. 3 is in the hundreds place. We look to the right. That 5, that's 5 or greater, so that will become 400. 635, this 3 is less than 5, so that'll be 600. 1046, we got 0 in the hundreds place. 4 is less than 5, so that'll be 1000. And 439, 4 is in the 100 place and 3 is directly to the right, so this remains 400. So now we add. We have 2 zeros here. We have 4 and 6, which is 10, plus 4 is 14. Carry our 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So your answer here would be 2400. Now we go here. We want to round this to the nearest hundreds place. 7 is in the hundreds place, and 4 is the digit to the right of it. So this 7 stays the same because 4 is less than 5. Now we have minus. We look here at the hundreds place. We look to the right of it. Now this digit to the right is 3, so that's less than 5. So that would be 2400. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So your answer here is 1300. And that is it from section 1.3 and 1.4.